first one was very interesting. I was standing on a chessboard. This chessboard was green. It was green and white, so there was that physical reference there. And I'm standing on the chessboard, and I'm playing as the like the white pieces, and I'm facing off, against the black pieces and all that. Well, the person that I'm facing off against on the chessboard is, I'm not sure if they're a queen reptilian or something, but there's some kind of higher up reptilian to where they kind of come out into the middle of the chessboard to confront me. And I remember I raised my right hand because I was gonna say something, or I was gonna either, I don't know what I was gonna do, but I was gonna say something. And all of a sudden, before I could even speak, this cyborg, part of a cyborg race, and I remember we were having experiences with them for a little bit. All of a sudden, he swooped in, or he or she swooped in and stood between me and the reptilian and started speaking for me on my behalf. And I could tell that it was coming to my defense. I didn't know, I didn't know who the individual was, but again, they kind of stepped in between us, and I could see that they were, willing to fight on my behalf, and we're gonna be sort of like with me on this. And so, anyways, that was the experience that I had. So I'm curious to see who this being is that sort of stepped up in this way, kind of cyborg race. They had this cybernetic stuff in their body. It looked like a human body type, but it had all this computer technology. So that's the first experience.
Okay, that's a good one, Jeremy. And so you were facing off with, did you say the queen or somebody like that? That was the other
It was
player?
either the queen of reptilians, or it was like a reptilian general or somebody very important in the reptilian way.
Right. And so, but then you had these other ones that, were they agreeable to you?
Well, that's just it. It was just one. He just came, and as soon as before I could even say anything to the reptilian queen or the reptilian general, whatever, they just swooped in and stood right in front of me and started saying, well, I'm with him and da 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 da. And I didn't know if he had an army with him or what was the idea, but he was there. He showed up.
Okay, so when he says, I'm with him, who is he referring to?
To myself.
To you.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. That's good. Again, the chessboard. And remember your relative had an experience with his chessboard. You remember that one? Yeah, Ramon.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It was very prevalent. And he saw a chessboard on the real side on the second floor, but his chess pieces were all wrapped up in a plastic bag. So he wasn't on the board. You are. See, you're confronting it. See the difference? Yeah, this is the big game here, and you're stepping up and confronting it. Not everybody will. They have experiences, but they're still not doing why they came here. So it's getting on the board and playing, and you're doing it. And so again, by the very fact that you show up and you have the courage to face this, well, then the reptilians see this and they know what makes sense. They're not stupid. They've been around a long time. They know what stupid is. Stupid is that stupid does. And so again, they see that you're stepping up and facing this. So it's your experience. You're seeing they're with you. So all those people that don't step up, the reptilians see that too. And they don't see them as anything. Because again, you have to have courage. You have to prove yourself. Yeah, and if you don't, well, they don't think nothing of you. So you can flap your jaw all you want and tell your experiences or whatever, but it's what you do. It's what you prove. And so you're there, and yes, it's in the physical sense. Yes, it's very, very good. You should write that down in the meaning, etc. And then the idea is all those listening, step up, do something. Don't just flap your jaw. Yeah, thank you.